welcome back. In today's video, we are going to discuss the top 20 shortcuts for developers. Now, let's see how it works. First of all, we have a shortcut home. Now, what if we press the home key? Now, let's press the home key and we will shift to the most left side. Like if I press there and I press the home key, then I will shift to the most left side. Now what the end key does, now let's press the end key. The end key shifts us to the most right side. Now our third shortcut is shift plus home, and the fourth one is shift plus end. Now shift plus home will select the most left side. Like if I move the cursor here and I press the shift plus home key, then it will select the most right side. And if I press there and I press just shift and end key, then it will select the most right side. Now our fifth shortcut is control plus home. Now let's move the cursor here and press control plus home. Now we will shift to the most top, to the start of our class, or you can say the code, or you can say the screen. And now what control end key does, it's opposite of control home. Now control end, that will shift us to the most end of our class. Now the seventh one is control plus right arrow. Now just move the cursor here and press control plus right arrow. It will select the whole word, like the customer is a word. If I move the cursor here near to the text and I press the control plus right arrow, then it will select the text. Or you can say it will skip one word to the right side. And the next one is control plus left arrow. It will do the opposite of control plus right. Now the next one is F2. F2 is the most important shortcut. Let's remove this column. Now we have arrow, remove this column and also this one. Now we have three errors. Let me fix this one. Now I have fixed the first one. Now we want to shift to the next error. We will press there. Now I solved this error and I want to shift to the next error, then I will just press F2. Now you can see that I've been shifted to the next error. Now let's solve this one and now again press F2. Now you can see the third one. Okay, the next one is control plus D to make the duplicate of a specific line. Now I have in the line of customers. Now let me press just control plus D and you can see that I have created a duplicate of the specific line. Now let's press control Z to undo the action. Now control Y to redo. Control Z. Now the next shortcut is control N. The control N, when we want to go to the file, like we use control P and the Visual Studio Code. Now we are using the Android Studio right now. We will click the control plus N. Control N, and now you can search out of classes, files, symbols, etc. Now let me search agent. Now you can see that I have two classes, agent screen and agent screen state. So the control N key is used for finding a specific file. Now let's go to the next shortcut, which is control plus shift plus N. Control plus shift plus N is used for go to a specific class. Control shift N. Now I can search the agent again and you can see that I have not only two classes but I have 9 to 10 classes which contain all the things that start from the agent, like agent.png, agent container, etc. The next one is control plus B. Now let me point plus the variable like the height. Now we need to go to the declaration of this height variable. Now we can press Control B and you can see that we have moved to the declaration of the specific variable. Now the next shortcut is Control plus Shift plus A. Now this will show a quick action about something like if I press the container and I press these three button like Control plus Shift plus A, then you can see that it take me to the search bar, which will show me a specific action about something like let me see you people, like if I remove these words and I press Alt Enter, then it will show me the errors. Create a class of contain, or create a function, or create a method. If you have an error in your code and you need to find what the error is basically, then you need to press Alt plus Enter or Alt plus space. Now let me if I press the Control space, okay, now Control space, then it will show me all the related things with these capitals, or like I have just typed the container and it will show me all the related option. Now I will select this one, container. Okay, now the next one is Shift plus Alt plus right and Shift plus Alt plus left. Now what it does, select the right one, like if you go there and we need to select just colors, only the colors. Now what we need to do, Shift Alt and the right arrow, Shift Alt right arrow. Why it's not work for me? Maybe it's a comments. Now let's go there and Shift Alt right, left, up, down. Okay, now the up down is work, but the right and left is not working. If I press the down, then it will take the line below, and if I press the up key, then it will take the line up. Shortcut is Shift F6. Now we need to rename this class, add data to JSON. Now if I press Shift F6, then I can rename the class and it will refactor. Like you can see that if I press the right side and I go to the refactor and rename, Shift F6, move file F6. Now the Shift F6 shortcut is most important and mostly used in the programming. Now the next thing is Control F for finding something, or Control H for finding and replacing something. Now if I press Control H, then I can search for a specific word and I can replace it with a specific word. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe the channel for more unique contents.